Well, so as promised, here we are at the rice field where the rice is nice and the rice is ready and we're ready. Everybody's ready. It's not raining yet, so get to it. What do you think? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna get? Are we gonna get lots of rice? Is it gonna be like, woo, or is it gonna be just like, can we do straw? Nope, no straw. Just had to try it. So yeah, it's so far, it's a bit underwhelming, shall we say? Although, now, okay, so, yeah, okay, so it's actually, we're actually on the level of mustard, because I keep forgetting that the last harvester we used only had a 8,800 liter hopper, which is what I'm trying to say is hopper capacity, and of course this one's twice the size, so we would have been emptying already. So compared to mustard, this is on the level. Yeah, we're on the level of mustard. We're going to get a substantial harvest with rice. It truly is a treat, or it will be a treat. A San Francisco treat, perhaps. It might get into one of those boxes of rice-a-roni. You never know. Do they even make rice-a-roni anymore? Who remembers rice-a-roni? Does anybody besides me? I don't think I ever had the pleasure of, for those of you who don't know what rice-a-roni is, it was kind of like a craft dinner for rice. It was a pre-packaged, seasoned rice that you could easily make up, and kind of be instant. I think it was instant rice. Like I said, I never actually had the pleasure of cooking it and eating it, or I might have ate it if someone else made it, but I didn't know that's what it was, or I don't remember. All I remember is the TV commercials and the jingle that went with it. So that is our theme for this episode: rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Why San Francisco? I don't know. That's what the commercial said. Why not, why not LA, or, Mexico City, or Saigon for that matter? I'm sure they had rice there too. I don't know. I guess it was the thing. Anyways, yeah, so rice. We're gonna go this way. This way with the rice. This is, yes, of course, this is special field rice. That no need to flood the field for harvesting. Takes a lot out of you. I'm tired. Yes, so field rice here in New Zealand does not require a flooding of the field as does normal other kinds of rice that you may be be accustomed to seeing planted and harvested. And yeah, we might as well unload now. What the hay? Which is a nice, lovely, light beige colored rice. Now I'm hungry. Nice bowl of rice. Actually, it's funny that the rice you get at a Chinese restaurant, I always liked. I don't know why. It's a drier. I guess they steam it. Is what I guess how they do it. I do prefer the drier. I mean, there's so many different kinds. I mean, growing up, it was rice. It was like, yeah, white rice, one kind of rice. Oh, and then the odd time there was like someone had brown rice, and it's like, ooh, brown rice. What's wrong with it? Why is it brown? Something wrong with it? Is it cheaper because it's brown? You know, can't afford the white stuff. But anyways, yeah, brown and white rice. And then as I got older and, well, wiser somewhat, and started venturing into the more of the Oriental store, like the Oriental food stores, and discovering, new kinds of food and things, and it's like, oh, there's different kinds of rice? Wait a minute. Just in our local grocery store, and it's not even Oriental. They'll have an Oriental aisle. Even our Walmart has an Oriental aisle. Or Asian, I don't know. I think they call Asian Oriental. I don't know. It is, yes. And even that has like probably 30 different kinds of rice. Mind you, some of it's like, 6 different brands of jasmine rice, but yeah, it's like rice. Well, I guess I always kind of knew about wild rice, so we talked about that before. But the thing about wild rice, if you grew it domestically, then it wouldn't be wild, would it? But that's neither here, there, nor there, nor anywhere. There's just like a ton of different ones, and so, of course, there's rice they make the sushi rolls with. That's a different kind of rice than the rice that you get, say, in a rice bowl. Or I don't know that much. All I know about rice is that there's lots of different kinds of rice. I don't know really. There's some taste difference. For me, it's texture. I don't like the mushy. Of course, it kind of depends how you cook it too, right? There's different ways to cook it. We got a rice cooker. That is a most fantastic machine after the toaster. Growing up, we used to cook rice on the stove, right? But you got to babysit. You got to make sure it's just the right temperature. If you run out of you burn it, burn the bottom, or you don't have to put enough water in there. It always ends up being kind of mushy. It's the miracle thing, the rice cooker. It's like you put the rice in there, you put the water in, you can put a little salt if you want, and you press a button, and it just does it for you. And then it clicks off, and it's ready, and you eat it. It's an amazing, and it's just, I don't know how it knows when it's ready. You could put any kind of rice in there, and it knows when it's just, I don't know. It's amazing. Rice cooker, check it out. You'll like rice. You will like rice after you get a rice cooker. They have small ones too. You don't have to get the big Oriental family size for, you know what I mean? I got small ones. It's just me and the wife and the dog. The dog eats a little bit of rice sometimes. Yeah, great little devices. Anyways, rice. Rice is good. And we're almost done this. I wonder, like, we're gonna see how much that is that doggy in the window. I'm gonna see just how much rice we get off of this field too. That's gonna kind of indicate. Now, if you recall, I think we did 48,000 in millet on a one-time fertilized on this field, and I think we outdid that. Did we put any in this one? No. Oh, watch out there, Buckaroo. All right, so let's go skedaddle over to there and dump this in there and see how much we got, and then go put it in our silo, and then go harvest the rest of our rice before it rains. Ooh, the temperature's still a little bit. The ground temperature is higher than the air temperature. That's, of course, it's still early in the day. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully we can get her all harvested before the rain. Okay, let's hop in here. See, oh, that's pretty good. 68. So compared to the millet, we got 20,000 liters more with the rice. Mind you, that's with one more stage of fertilizer. So, but still, that I don't think. I think rice is going to be it. We will we will tell the tale on our other fields with rice, because the rest of our fields there, we know pretty much how much we got from mustard off of those, and we'll see how the rice compares. I think it's going to be pretty close to the same kind of yield. So I'm going to gonna do the whole time lapse trickaroonie there again with the rice fields here, since we had a little bit of time together, a little bit of me and you time with the small rice field. And I'm gonna park this little boy up here, and I'm gonna go get Liz. So I'm gonna go get Liz, and then we're going to when you see me next, we're going to be doing a little bit more time lapse on the rice field here. All right, so toodaloo, we will see you in a little bit. Okay, we are done the first, well, field, where are we? Yes, that's weird. Like 15 and 13. So 11, 12 is, it is bigger. So we have now 300,000 liters of rice. Now remember, we got 50, almost 60,000, so that's 240 off of that one field. I don't think we're going to hit a million even with the other field. But anyways, it's raining, but it still let, as you may have noticed, it was raining and it still let me harvest. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not going to stop harvesting if it's going to let me harvest in the rain. So, yeah, I'm going to keep going. Yeah, we're going to stand here in the rain while I wrap up this, because we're, you know what, I'm going to, I'm going to continue there, and then to finish off this episode, I'm going to go off camera and harvest that rest of that field, and then I'll come back and we'll do a final tally and see what we got. All right, I will talk to you in TV time just momentarily after these messages. Well, still raining. We are almost done. It's still letting me harvest. It's midsummer. It's raining. Crop is wet according to my little icon. Kind of makes me feel a little bit like Fred Astaire. Now you may ask, Looney, who the heck is Fred Astaire? Well, unfortunately, most of you that are listening to this are likely as old as, or almost as old as I am, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. In the off chance that you are not 55 plus or thereabouts, and you do not know who Fred Astaire is, he is a famous actor from when they were still making black and white movies. So 40s, 50s, somewhere thereabouts. Anyways, the reason I say Fred Astaire, because there was lots of actors and actresses around that time. Fred Astaire is, well, probably best known for a little movie he was in called Singing in the Rain. And thus the reference. Actually, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. And they used to play it on TV every once in a while, but as they do now with other movies, there's a scene in the movie where he's like dancing down the street with an umbrella, and he's singing in the rain. I actually think the song was called Singing in the Rain. So, as most movies were around that time, it was a musical. And as a side note, a co-star of his often was a fine, a very gorgeous lady called Ginger Rogers. And yeah, that's a little story about Fred Astaire and lots of famous old movie actors and actresses. Here's a movie you probably won't ever see on TV again. Gone with the Wind. For many, many reasons, probably for many reasons, the same reasons. There's a lot of movies you will never ever see. Well, on TV for sure. Probably even here on YouTube. There are a lot of old movies, even cartoons that you will, unless you have a copy of it, I doubt you'll ever be able to find it on any posted or playing anywhere. Just for the I mean, obvious reasons. A lot of the older, well, it was a different time, and well, anyways, things were different, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm not, yeah. There's just a lot of movies you won't see anymore on TV or anywhere else, and yeah, that's about it. Anyways, back to Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Yeah, I don't think Ginger Rogers was. She might have been in that movie. She definitely wasn't singing along with him or dancing with him in the rain. So that's a definite thing. I'm pretty sure of. Yeah. So rain. It's raining. I'm harvesting. It's strange, unusual. A lot of things have been strange and unusual in one way or another. The magical mystery cultivator was not a complete surprise, I must say, but I had not seen it used in a seasons setting before. And so that was a bit of a surprise. I know I'm digressing a little bit from the story. We're just kind of cultivating along here, or harvesting. But I kind of wanted to fill the empty space in between and kind of just show some harvesting, and we're about done here. I kind of want to give you the final tally on we have 4. It's okay. We're past wheat stage here, just barely. Now remember that we had an extra field there with the 58,000 liters of rice, but this is nowhere near mustard yield range here. Not even close. What did I say? 4s. We might hit 6. And what's the price of rice? It's not, well, right now it's not good at all. Might have been somewhat of a poor, yeah, $620 only. I'm gonna say rice is off the table after this. Yeah, no more rice on the table. Forget that. Toss that rice cooker. No more rice. This is not the map for rice. Yield is better than wheat. but the price isn't. So, not that we're gonna lose money or anything. We'll still do okay. Just not, mustard rains well, not in the rain, but it rains. It rains supreme. Mustard. So I don't know what, millet might, I don't know about yield, but millet's sell price is higher than mustard. So that could challenge its supremacy. If you noticed as well, quick check here. Rye is actually a fairly lucrative as well. Surprisingly, coffee is not. See, now that's what I thought about rice. Rice was fairly low per 1,000 liter. So typically, on a crop like that, you would get somewhat of a higher yield, which rice is, if we're using wheat as a standard. Rice is yielding more, but not significantly more. Noticeably more, but not significantly more. So what is our crop rotation? What is next? Well, there we go. We have coffee slated as the next item up for bid. And then we're going to try the millet and then rye. So there we go. That's I'm still on board with that. I don't think I'm going to change that. I did want to try coffee, so we're going to try coffee next. We will see what New Zealand coffee is really like. So, I said we're going to finish this, so we're going to finish it. We're going to finish it. Whether you like it or not, we're going to finish it. Well, it shouldn't take us too much longer here. That's a nice field over there. That's big field. I think we might go for this one first before we go for that one, or maybe this one down here. This one's been empty for a few seasons, and two fertilization. That's kind of odd. That beats this one up here has been was it withered? Just sat there withered for quite some time as well. I don't know how to get the farmer died, went bankrupt. Maybe it could. I don't know. The land is still not all that cheap. So I mean, we are doing well. Mr. Robert Turnstile there, so far is pleased. I don't know. I might get the I told you so story about the rice. He didn't want me planting rice. I said I wanted to try it. He might, yeah. I mean, it's not like we're losing our shirt or anything. We're going to make money, but it's not. It's not mustard. Anyways, so this is where I spin the camera around, make you all dizzy, ask you how you doing. Spin the camera back. Wait for this thing to unload. That's the problem with having a bigger hopper. It takes longer to unload. I think actually the deers tend to be a little slow on the unload. The fence definitely slow. The AGCO ideal is pretty darn quick. It's a 17,000. It's be the same capacity as this one, but it would I believe it's much faster unloading. At least if that's how I remember. The Kloss, which, by the way, I really do like the Kloss. The newer, well, I mean the old one that we rented the first season there did quite well. I have no complaints about it. The 202, I believe it was. The new Kloss harvester is actually very nice. I have used it before. I think it has an 18,000 liter liter hopper capacity, and if I do remember correctly, it too had a very quick unload speed, or at least it wasn't noticeably slow or excessively slow. So yeah, there are some any of the really big harvesters, they are going to unload fairly quickly. I mean, it's otherwise it'd be sitting there forever waiting for the thing to unload. Farmers would not buy it. You tick off a farmer on something, and they're not going to buy it again. They're going to go buy something different. So usually they do stuff like that to make the farmers happy. One very large capacity harvester does unload. It seems to unload slow, but again, I mean it's the twin screw B harvester, but it's got almost 30,000 liter hopper. So yeah, so I mean, you take this one and double the capacity, it's going to take twice as long to unload. That's pretty obvious, I would think. Yes. So yeah, I guess you would have to take all the harvesters and fill them only with a certain amount, like say the amount of the whatever the smallest one you are testing, the capacity of that one. Say if you were the smallest harvester you were going to test for capacity was 10,000 liters, then you would fill that one, time it to see how long it would unload, and then any subsequent harvester after that you would only fill with 10,000 liters, because they would obviously all be equal or hold as much or more, and then time it up and time the unload speed, and you would have it, right? So that might be a interesting little test. Anyways, for another day, And we are rounding the last corner here. Since we're the only horse in the race, I think we'll win. But you'll have to bear with my musings for a few more minutes till we see what we finally end up with for a total harvest. I'm thinking, like I was saying, I was gonna guess around the, yeah, we should come in around the 600,000 liter mark, or fairly close to it. We're almost full here. We're gonna go empty this out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And it's still, I mean, this rain will not stop. Okay, I'm gonna wrap that up. I'm gonna grab everything, get it into the silo, and I'm gonna pop back in, say my goodbyes, and give you the final total. Right on. Be right back. And we're back again. Back in the same spot again. We're just unloading our last little bit of grain. We returned the harvester and header. It cost us $35,000 to rent for this harvest, which is an acceptable amount of money. All right. How much grain do you think we got? How much rice? We got, hey, ding ding, 604. So actually, so minus the 58, so 540 something. Yeah, so not quite 600 off of those, the big fields. Anyways, yeah, there we go. Next up, maybe some tree shredding or something. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Hope you liked it. I always could do that at the end. Hey, yeah, like it if you like it. Like it if you don't like it. Subscribe if you want to. You probably already are if you're watching this. Yeah, I'm Looney Farm Guy. This is I'm just having fun doing some farm sim videos and harvesting rice in the rain. Anywho, remember, it's a game. Have some fun with it. Until next time, bye for now.